Thinking about getting a Traxxas MAXX Ultimate Edition? Watch this video before you make that purchase. What's up guys, Frank here. Welcome to the South Texas RC channel. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like, subscribe, share this video for all you RC enthusiasts. As you can see here, we have a Traxxas MAXX 4S, the regular MAXX, not the Ultimate. So this was actually my son's selection for his birthday present. We went down to the hobby shop, he got a chance to make a selection, and this is what we walked out with. I did have some parameters though. This was, I know, one of his selections, but we opted not to buy the Ultimate Edition. Let me talk on to a few points of that. So the MAXX 4S regular model is $599. That's $600 already. Everybody knows that RC trucks are getting way more expensive than they were just a year ago. This is no different. Not to mention, I'm using my phone as a cheat sheet because all these numbers is gonna trip me up. The Ultimate Edition is $899, $900 for a MAXX Edition. And what do you get for that? You know what? You do get some good added parts to these trucks. Aluminum hub carriers, the aluminum chassis plate, an upgraded servo, if I'm not mistaken. The cover for the spur and pinion cover guard, also in aluminum shock caps as well. So that's $300 in upgrades. Is it worth it though? I mean, overall, if you dissect all the parts and install them, yeah, it's a good deal, but are all those parts necessary? And let me clarify what I'm kind of talking about. This is not a don't buy this car, but this is kind of one of the things that I looked over before I made the Ultimate an option for him. Well, for my son's birthday present. Getting into the $900 range is pretty difficult already. $900 is kind of a hard pill to swallow. Again, RC trucks are not getting any cheaper. Everybody's trying to save a buck. If this is your platform, you want to get into a 4S truck, this is a great option. Great speed, tons of power, wheelies on demand, great stunt truck. We've been driving it not too long because we just got it, but why not the Ultimate Edition? Those $300 was very hard to decide because that's already getting into the next scale and category. So if you're going to spend $900, there's other RC trucks in Traxxas's lineup that give you plenty of truck for that money. For $900, you can easily walk out with a sledge, 6S power. You're now getting into 6S power category. That is already priced above a Traxxas sledge. The sledge is an absolute beast. For $100 less, you can get yourself into a sledge. 6S power, arguably a better platform than this. But if you're looking for a MAXX, maybe you specifically only want to do stunts. The sledge is probably capable of racing, maybe bash racing, not probably competitive, but a lot of more power, more control that the sledge offers. MAXX is a blast to drive, but still, what else is in that price category? $800 gets you a UDR, the brand new UDR, great truck, also 6S powered. So that's where that Ultimate gets you. Let's go down the list here. Another truck in our category, $700 or $699 will get you a brand new MAXX / again, 6S powered. Nothing wrong if you're into this platform, but for me, I think if you're someone trying to get into this 4S powered truck, maybe you're not after speed, you're after the performance of maybe doing some flips or stunts, I guess. I would probably not opt for the Ultimate. Again, all those parts that are included, and I'll put them in the list here in the video. Are they worth it? Yeah, if you were to purchase all these items individually, you're gonna spend more than the $300 that upgrade is in. But in this case, are they necessary? Having driven this truck, knowing the history about the MAXX truck, it's a great basher. It has a ton of history. It's been around for a while, so it's not a new truck. Parts availability is good. Parts are relatively cheap. So Are you eventually going to have to add all these parts? I would say no. I don't think all those parts are necessary. The only thing I would say that is probably necessary for this truck would say is the upgraded servo. But a lot of people complain about Traxxas electronics. So if you're going to upgrade the servo, would you get a Traxxas servo, or would you upgrade to a better aftermarket option? There's a ton out there for them. So for that reason, I opted not to purchase the ultimate version of the MAXX. Again, this is only what were the reasons why I decided not to give my son that option. And not only the price point, but that price point, that price point gets you into ARMA 6S category, right? The Creighton is in that $650, $700 price range. So a MAXX Ultimate for $900 is a lot of money to jump into this category. And going to an Ultimate, you're not really getting any performance upgrades. It's the same power plant engine, or motor ESC. It's still a 4 horsepower, tons of fun. But again, $900, I think Traxxas priced it way too high. I think in general, these RC trucks are getting pretty expensive. You got to really love this thing to jump into it. Nothing wrong with getting a MAXX. Perhaps some of those additional parts, like I mentioned, may not be necessary to enjoy it. I do notice that the steering on the regular MAXX is a little bit lazy. Is it a deal breaker? Absolutely not. I think it's still a blast to drive. It's a lot of truck for the $599 that we paid for it. So it's not a cheap truck, but I think it has a lot to offer, and it still stays within that category, because as soon as you start jumping up into that higher price range, I think for that money, you can jump into a 6, maybe even an 8S truck. Again, that's if that's what you're after, right? Speed, performance. But for that reason, I'm out of the ultimate version of the MAXX. The regular MAXX has been awesome, has been a blast to drive. My son's been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it. So think about that when you go out there and purchase your ultimate. If you get it on deal, maybe it's a great purchase. But otherwise, I think Traxxas priced it out of the park for me. But anyway, that's just my humble opinion. Take it with a grain of salt, as they say. If this is your platform and you know you're going to enjoy it, or these are the parts that you were going to plan to install at the end of the day, then I'd say yes, do it. Because at the end of the day, all those additional parts are worth having for a fraction of the price than you would if you bought them all separately. But anyway, that's it for us in this video, and that's it for us for 2025. Again, it's been awesome doing this YouTube channel, having fun with my son. That's what we do here. So we'll be out here enjoying our RC trucks, reviewing some products, RC trucks, of course, as we get them. But that's what we do. That's the purpose of this channel, for me to be out there having a good time and enjoying some time with my son. And I hope you like my backdrop, actually. So I'm a photographer, and that this wraps up my Christmas studio sessions, and this is one of the backgrounds we use. So I said, might as well take care of it, right? But anyway, that's it for 2025 for us. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, stay safe, and we'll see you on the dirt.